Hi, thank you. Yeah, this is how it starts. It means Belarus 90s. My parents take me to art school and then they probably go to Berkhan, I don't know. Looks like. Then it's my grandfather. He was very important scientist and he did a lot of research in photography. And he gave me a camera and I started just take photos all the time. Yeah, it's me in Hollywood, but it's another story. Yeah, and then I studied architecture and I became a part of this big architectural community. It's like happened since 1982. 600 architects from all Europe come together and doing different workshops and party a lot and build some stuff. So it's, of course, opened my mind. Then I was interested in photo and video reportages on social topics. And in Minsk and Belarus, I was working as a photographer and filmmaker in some media about Minsk and about different situations like this is a mother of a person who was sentenced to death penalty, or this is a workshop for kids with autism, and we like describe all these topics and make a lot of interviews on like social thematics. Because what we can do? Just use your art to show what's going on, or maybe to influence on it. And then, yes, this is after the revolution in 2020 in Belarus. I had to leave, and there was very cruel. There were a lot of protests in Belarus because there was this dictator, and he's still there in power. And of course, people didn't want him anymore. So there was this big protest in 2020, and a lot of people were sent to a prison, beaten, tortured, killed. And I was collaborating with my friends, with a performer, Igor Shugalev, and curator Sergei Shabokhin, and our producer Marina Dashuk. We was thinking, what can we do with our art to tell about this topic, about the situation. And we created this very simple gesture. So the performer, he took one of the positions from the prison for 1 hour. And there is a timer. You cannot see, like there is also QR code for the project. So there is a screen with a timer that goes back. It's 1 hour, and performer stays in one position for 1 hour, like people stayed in a prison, like this or like this, and he cannot see how much time passed. And everyone can join him, can leave the space, can move around, and I do also camera for this. Some close-ups. So first projection is like a timer. Second projection is like this close-ups with hands, with some gestures.
And this is the situation which is going right now. So banking is like the situation, or is previous?
No, it's happened in 2020 in prison. So we took one of the position. He holds for 1 hour. He don't know how much time passed, and so this performance became super popular, and we show it around I don't know around Europe a lot, and sometimes even we show it in Białystok. It's in Poland, and the guy from KGB came and started to shoot. And everybody knows there that he is from KGB because everyone knows each other. But it became super interesting because a lot of people are join the performer. A lot of people, like sometimes everyone leaves the space. Sometimes people started to sing together. and sometimes they are telling the stories about prisons from their countries, and it's absolutely the same. And you like listen to the story, like maybe someone from Hong Kong was joined, standing in this position and telling exactly the same stories. Like they were having protests, the friends were beaten, killed, etc. Yeah, and we have documentation of every performance. There is a QR code with this project. Because every performance is different. So I do also documentation all the time, and you never know what happened. Today they will tell jokes together to each other, or they will sing the songs or something like this. Okay, then somehow I applied for art residency for artists in exile in Berlin. Yeah, I was pet sitting a lot, didn't have place to live, but I have my studio. As you see, I was quite experienced in this. Yeah, and I love pets, so if you need also somehow some time cat sitting, I will be happy.
Or sitting.
Of course, or chicken sitting. Yeah, and I started to make this project. Project. Cross the Woods. It's about Belarusian-Polish border. So after I left, I noticed that there are a lot of people arriving to Belarus from Iraq, Syria, Afghanistan, because Belarusian government promised them that they come to Belarus, they can go to the border, they cross the border, and then they arrive to Germany, very easy. So people were selling their property, and then they arrive to Belarus, and of course, they somehow get to the border, and Belarusian Polish guards or Belarusian border guards, they didn't let them go back, and they pushed them to the Polish border, and Polish border guards pushed them back. So like thousands of people got stuck in the border, but people were still trying to cross. But these people, they were never seen woods. And the woods between Poland and Belarus, they are super big. There are a lot of like species, wild animals, and it's easy to get lost. So I contacted to Grupa Granica. There is this initiative who help people who are crossing the border. They cannot take them when they already crossed. But they can bring them food or I don't know, mobile phone, help with maybe documents or something. And then I made these objects. There were, because I also watched a lot of photos of what people were living in the woods, so I pretend I found these objects in the woods. So I made them from cast, from I don't know, different materials, and I started to grow salt on them. So every day I wrote this news. Every day there were news like two refugees found in the woods, or 3 or 5, someone dead, someone drowned in the river. And every day this was like, you know, when you put salt in the wound, it gets hurt. And it was my daily ritual. I read this news. I had this salty liquid, and I put a little bit every day. And this salt was growing. So also the salt, it's what's in your tears. So it's like maybe like data. Yes, true. Yes. And also my grandfather, he was also he was this person who was showing me how to grow up salty crystals and showed me some chemical stuff, how to do things, because he also made some project like growing silver crystals for his projects. So it was also dedicated a little bit to him. Yes. Then, 2016, I forgot to mention, I was almost killed by dolphin. Then, of course, I started to pray a lot, and I started this project, Blessing Neukölln. There is, no, I show you.
No way, this is you.
Yes. So I was in some art residency in south of Italy, and then I found these beautiful blessings in the churches. And I was asking my Italian friends, what is it? I need to make also this kind of things. And they said, this is ex votos or milagros. This is the special blessings. For example, if you have some, pain in your stomach, in your heart, in your back, you go to special person, and this person make from metal the plate with the silhouette of your heart or your hand or your stomach or your finger. And then you pray a lot, like, Saint Giuseppe, please help me. And of course, he helps. And then you donate this plate to the church, and sometimes you go to the church and it's like all the walls are covered with these metal things, with hearts, with arms. Yeah. We also did some modern ex votos with my friend from Naples. It's not visible here, but there were some for trans people, for abortion, for women political prisoners, etc. And there is one of our altars on the street. It was celebration of Madonna della Rosa. And then I was in a bar with one Italian guy, also from south of Italy, and we get super drunk, and we were walking from one bar to another in Neukölln, and I see this metal frame, and I was like, Giuseppe, it's an altar, you know. He was like, yes. And then I forgot about this, and then I was sitting 1 year ago. It was Christmas, 24th of December. I was sitting all alone. It was super dark, and I was like, okay, I need to fool these altars on the streets. And I produced some metal blessings. I put inside the altars. You can see around. Yeah, but from these metal frames, they get stolen very fast. Yes, but it's a circulation of life. It's okay. But I don't.
It's really amazing, actually. I love it.
Thank you. But I stopped to put in these frames. So now I put maybe in this level. So it's more or less safe. Yeah, and also is there is a church in Schillerkitz. So I put, of course, all around the church the blessings, because I was telling everyone that there is no God in this church. And then they contact me. And then they contact me and was telling, you know what, we saw your blessings, and maybe we can make a service together. Yes, and I was like, yes, this is my target audience. They have money, I know, this evangelist, they have money. So I started to go to this church sometimes to check the situation, and I'm slowly getting hope soon we can make a service together, because this really ADHD service there, like 10 minutes of dancing, 10 minutes of singing, 10 minutes of meditation, 10 minutes of talking. Very nice. I feel like I'm in a sector now. Yeah, and then I put also everywhere on the corners, in Tempelhof field. And I do also in some exhibitions. For example, there is a special project about ex votos for holy women. I did a research about what holy women holding in their hands. For example, Santa Lucia, she is always holding a plate with her glasses. Ice, yes. Ice.
One with the breast.
Yeah. And the Santa Agata with the breast, and I don't know, Santa, who was it? Santa Zita, he has this big flowers. And so there were a lot of things. So I did the dedication for them, of course. And then some other big compositions like this. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Michal. Thank you, Reflector. Живе Беларусь.